from here, you can introduce yourself and some key points about the women-led growth, some of the best strategies if you come across your organization is providing you.
Good afternoon everyone, my name is Shreya and I am representing a renowned consulting firm by the name of Optimax. We are in the market for a couple of years now. Optimax is a consulting firm and we provide services in terms of advisory and consulting in 7 domains. We ace in government affairs, policy advocacy, legal, tax, and I think if there's any synergies you can connect with me in person. But to answer to your question, before I move on to that, I'd like to thank the organizers, and it's a privilege to sit here on the stage with these ladies here who are experts, who are excellencies in their field, and coming up and speaking upon a topic which is women-led initiatives. The fact that women-led initiatives is being discussed in such a panel itself shows how far we've come in our journey. Talking about the initiatives and talking about the question that you've had, I feel that the strategies in particular, there can't be one single strategy. I think it's a very individualistic approach. But yes, getting to know the core nature of the organization that you're working with, getting to know the expectations of the business environment, getting to know the innovations that are there in the market, and responding with the adaptability and agility is one thing that has helped me in person and could also help people who are in the similar fields. I particularly feel that I'm a lifelong learner. I go to work every day, of course with the knowledge bag that I have, but there's also a clean slate, and I ensure that I fill it with the experiences that I have learned in that day and use it sometime in the future. My founder of the organization, who's not here, he was here sometime back, says this one thing, that if you have fire within you, there's nothing you can't achieve. And a message to the women of the generation today is, go and show the extreme version of yourself. Go the extra mile, it's never crowded there. So that's what I've been following, and that's what we've been doing here. Thank you so much.
This is so apt, go to extra mile.
Good afternoon everyone. Myself Garima Tyagi, and I am representing the Construction Industry Development Council right now. I belong to sector of skilling actually, and we are basically focusing on construction sector. The main focus is in construction. Sorry to say that in construction we are not pleased with women.
Yes.
We are not happy to take engineers, we are not happy to take the supervisors at the position. If I talk about the women positions, you can't find any engineer in the organization. You find so many areas where they used to say, no, don't give me women man. I'm not able to hire these people, I'm not able to hire the girls at site. Why don't the girls at site? If we are capable of doing everything everywhere, so why not the women's at construction site? So if I talk about the policies for our sector, for women's sector, definitely we will look forward for the construction companies. We'll make some policies for the construction companies that they should dedicate some percentage of women participants, women employees in their sector, especially at site. That's it from my side. Thank you, ma'am.
Yes, Dr. Garim, I would also like to add to it that this change begins from the grassroots level. Nowadays, we have started seeing girls in, like I did my place from IDD. So we have started seeing girls in civil engineering department, mechanical department, which were earlier, the girls were not visible in these domains. So I hope when the level of the participation of women in these streams is increasing at the education level. So hopefully we'll see them soon in the workforce also.
Yes, we talk about women empowerment. When we come to skilling, the one thing come to our mind is tailoring for women. The other thing come like beauty parlor. Have some techniques, learn fashion designing, learn parling and open it.
Yeah.
We don't think about where the girls can move ahead in construction sector.
Right. So hopefully
we can't be
more than the workforce.
Like the girls may be the safety supervisors, they will be the safety engineers. We are not moving forward for that. I'm looking forward to the same thing for that for next event. I hope I have something to say about this. Thank you, ma'am.
I think she very rightly said that there's a scarcity of women, especially in a construction sector, but why do we forget that the first people who were our mentors or who were our people who used to look up to, people who we found our ideals were women as educators. So education has always, so I remember back then, I'd like to quote, just in 2 minutes I'd like to quote one thing, that back then I started my journey as an educator itself, and there was a task that I'd given to these students of my class wherein I asked them to take a paper, divide it into 4, draw a doctor, draw a nurse, draw a teacher and draw a farmer. So by this time, when we concluded, there was a male doctor, there was a female nurse, there was a male farmer, and there was a female educator. Obviously talking about the gender here, why not a female farmer? There are female farmers, and why not a male nurse? So thank you so much for bringing this up. I think
Stereotype is also one of
of course, and I feel that empowering women is not just only about, that will not suffice us. Spreading awareness, giving equal opportunities, which I feel I'm very grateful at Optimax, because they particularly ensure that women are there. They have certain biasness towards hiring women, female employees. But yeah, it's a small step, and I think we need more such things in the industry. Thank you.
A very good afternoon to all. I'm Dr. Jyotsna Pandit. I'm a professor at KEC Ghaziabad. Earlier I was the Dean, School of Basic and Applied Sciences at Sanskriti University, Mathura. So first of all, thank you so much to the organizers for bringing me here, and it's my honor and privilege to be a part of this all-women panel. It's really wonderful. The theme is very apt, women-led empowerment. We have been talking for ages about the women empowerment, but yes, as my co-panelists have already discussed, there are certain areas in which we find there is a dearth of women exploring all the fields. Belonging to the education sector, I have myself seen that civil engineering, mechanical engineering, they are the most deserted, engineering branches where very less females are there. The girls are not very much interested because the nature of the job after the completion of the degree, what they are going to do, they are not much, having the flexible timings. As the construction sites are there, it is considered one of the toughest jobs. So, by default, the females do not opt for these fields. This is the drawback of the nation, that civil engineers who are considered as the nation builders and mechanical engineering, which was once used to be called as the evergreen branch, they are all shutting up. Whatever is pertaining in the institutes is computer science, electronics and IT sectors, all these branches are prospering. So girls find it very easy to cope up with these fields so that later they can have the jobs in these related areas. But yes, few girls are also taking the initiatives that why can't we take the position here in the civil or the mechanical branches as well. So education is important, and we are going to see all the females also in the not so popular and all male dominated sectors also. They are going to prosper soon. Thank you so much from my side.
That's true, ma'am. So hopefully we'll see more role models like in ISRO space mission. We have seen so many women participants, so many scientists were there women. So that seeing the more role models in the domain, maybe we can see more women in the workforce. And your take on this.
So a very good afternoon once again. I am really thankful to Business Connect for inviting me for this panel discussion, which is very close to my heart. And just to let you know, I wasn't aware I was a part of this panel discussion because I already did one. But I think women and women-led growth is something which is very, very close to my heart. And as mentioned by my fellow panelists, there's a long way. I mean, there's still a very, very long way we need to go when we talk about women empowerment. And it's not only empowering women, it's also about evolving. It's about, you know, it's high time that everybody, male, female, men, women, we all evolve in our thoughts. What I see, and you know, without any prejudice or comment, that women have really gone a long way in empowering themselves. But I guess men do need to evolve and sort of come at par with that.
Thank you very much, Yogita ji.